I just posted it earlier because John was in here watching.
Is everyone all right?
Hey, it's rolling. Is the Grand Cipher back to 100%?
In general chat, I posted my link to my YouTube earlier.
Getting it done. Thanks, pal.
So, any news on the catalyst?
This order ran into a minor hiccup, but it's safe in our hands now.
That's what I like to hear.
What?
Good job out there, everyone.
Yeah, right above the Granblue Fantasy Relink. It's right under your gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that was me in college. That was quite a few years ago, but... Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I took that photo. That was I had to do a self-portrait.
What is it this time?
That doesn't look right from up here. Oh no! Listen to me! You all need to get out of here!
Crap, move it!
Yeah.
No, 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 no! This is not happening!
Yeah. Five. All three of us are. But we're all doing our own story mode.
You made it just in time! Roller! Gotta get a little bit closer, huh? Berate me later. Let's provide air support. Roger.
Oh fuck.
People up there, it's tracking you! What the hell am I looking at?
That's primeval god Excavali, the divine guardian of this land.
Why am I doing Sonic the Hedgehog shit?
Everybody grab on the system! So that's how it's gonna be, you lumbering junk pile. Nobody touches my boy or my treasure and gets away with it!
It would be disgraceful to turn tail and run. It's up to us to pacify it.
Battle time, huh? We can do this!
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
This is Dagger. Thanks for the help in Sea Dollar. Brother reporting in. Glad you guys are...
How the fuck do I get up this thing?
Looks like we get to write out this doomsday scenario together.
This is Soupstock. Requesting backup. We've got to save Pops and...
Oh, I can attack it here.
Memorize. Rain on the hill. No falls.
There's an English setting and Japanese setting.
It is imperative that you pacify it. Destroy the red reactors powering each section. I believe that will limit its function. Sounds like you knew more than you let on, Roland. Why didn't you tell me about
No, it's not. They had a whole anime.
it? Possible to activate under normal circumstances. This really isn't the best time.
I watched
That's all I'm getting.
I watched the first and the second season of the anime,
You and me are gonna have a chat.
and then it's in English on
Weak spot, right? Let's get closer without getting crushed.
Oh shit.
Hear me.
The second season's on Crunchyroll. The first season's on Amazon Prime.
Lots of engine crew. Guys, sit tight. We'll pick you up when we can.
This fight's a little ridiculous.
It's aiming at the airship.
Let it. We'll keep it busy for you. I'll circle in as well.
The pond settled. 3 flutters. 1 stroke. 1,000 deaths. Butterfly effect. Moonrise. The protective armor has been destroyed.
Who's got it? The red
With
reactor.
thought.
Get in there and faster.
believe they insist in providing power to Excavalion. I've confirmed a number of reactors on its arms and torso, but just concentrate on the legs for now.
Fucking pushed me off.
Look out, everyone! A powerful attack is coming!
Get ready to avoid it!
Let's patch you up. Take him out.
Life is rain on the hills. Beauty is transient.
Contour the reactors in the left foot!
Excellent. Now do the same to the other foot.
Oh, you can.
The missiles are raining back down!
We'll be blown and keep them cold.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh! I think we made it mad!
It's still got tricks up its figurative sleeve.
Whew.
Be ready for anything. By the stars! Get away from there right now!
This is the worst day ever! What's up yet?
Evasion's up! Have eyes, don't I? Got it! Our ship took a gut punch. We're not the flying now. My guns are busted, but engine's still okay. Working on repairs. And we're only slightly worse for wear. Anyone who can still fly, follow me. I'm sorry I failed to warn you of this peril. I didn't think Avi was here to trigger Excavalian's awakening. Though, after Mammoth Armor, perhaps I should have. Are they intentionally generating disasters? Maybe. I mean, it seems like overkill to slap.
I was trying to get off, but
Just to keep us from getting a catalyst.
wouldn't let me.
I gotta ask, are the primeval gods the same as primal beasts?
Never heard of these primal beasts. All I know is the primeval gods safeguard their respective islands. As for my humble opinion, yes, Vern. I believe they are the same thing. Every Skydom has its own history and culture. Some local lingo is bound to be different.
Roland certainly seems knowledgeable about this subject, doesn't he?
Succumbs. Wind in the fields. The tide rises. Speak, my blade.
It ain't me, baby! Oh, we just think the birds are the greatest pilot ever! Oh, great. Gorilla's getting too big for his britches again. He's gonna make things worse. That lunkhead blasting the ground around his feet. Pull back, all of you!
Just cram. Everybody's getting their dick kicked in.
circling this thing me queasy. You're paying for cleaning fees if you stay the deck.
Get ready to attack! You can avoid it if you time it right.
Rain on the hill.
Uh, yeah. Yep.
If you care. It's hot enough not getting shot down. Shut up and do it. There's no cat in this family. I'm telling HR about this.
Did we win?
Just knocked it down on all fours. Now what do we do? I see a red crystal exposed on Excavalian's back. If I had to guess, that core powers everything. Seems like entering repair mode leaves it weak and vulnerable. Are you ready, Safa? As if you had to ask. All right, crew. Let's get trigger happy. Fire.
This is some fucking Legend of Zelda Guardian shit.
No hit confirmed. What the hell?
Is that a barrier?
I didn't hear any explosions.
Oh yeah?
How'd it go up there?
Excavalion won't go without a fight. It's protecting itself with a sand barrier. Flawless defense.
Oh, those are slimes.
The primeval god of fortification for nothing.
Like in the pot? You hit a pot and a little thing was inside of it? Yeah, those are slimes.
It'll get back on its feet.
I know. We can climb up its arm to get onto its back.
And once we're up there, we'll have more options.
Sounds like a plan to me. Come on. It's time to climb Mount Dusty.
It's really fucking good.
We're close to a deadlock right now. Would this be a good time to rescue your men? Yeah, nice call. Be right back.
I've been watching it since it's like early inception. It is not even the same game that they said it was going to be. It's like better. Yeah, it wasn't what this was. It was more just like regular Monster Hunter like quests, and then they decided to do like way more with it, and they rebuilt it from the ground up because it was originally supposed to be a PS4 game, and they said no, we're gonna make the graphics better and redo this. Oh, bro, this is dope!
Haven't gotten any better.
Put everything into the next attack. It's all or nothing.
Is everyone all right?
Just barely. Time for some revenge.
You shall fall by my blade.
Shoulder barrier. A sore loser.
The last defense of our corner force. Please find a way to break through.
Busted one of those glowing cylinders. We just need to keep this up, right?
Yes. Once you destroy all the cylinders, the barrier should deactivate.
Got it. And remember, bud, shiny ones first.
All of the glowing cylinders have been stopped.
The barrier has been lifted. You can now hit the core.
All right, Aang, let it rip.
The pond side. Bloody.
Yes.
You're so
The damage to the core of the city can't be easily repaired. Dispel the barrier when needed. And with enough damage to the core,
The barrier's gone. Attack the main core. Cast away. The final.
let's end this.
We better stay focused.
We got this in the bag.
Don't let your guard down. A foe is most dangerous when it's cornered.
Ugh. Ah!
Making me look bad.
Oh, great! It's going the other way now.
They were smooth when they got launched into the air. Just see how they skied down the giant's arm? Back in space? Oh, I want to try that.
Oof.
Here's the next time. I'll pay you to take my spot.
Stupid barrier!
What a fearsome survival mechanism to regenerate its defenses in such a short time.
But it can't raise them faster than we can knock them down. Focus on the glowing cylinder. The second one is down. Keep going. That's the last cylinder. The barrier should be down.
Come on, Skyfarer. Topple that sucker.
One stroke.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Thanks. Just sit back and enjoy the show.
I'll get him. Not now, not
Lead in the field. The final.
Yep.
Focus move. Let's go. Speak, my blade. Shine as one. Tide of chaos.
Dope. That was a crazy way to finish it.
Excavalion completely stopped moving. Oh, come on, boss. They knocked that sucker down. Mind blown. That's all I gotta say. This is why I do all the hiring. That crew packs a punch. Impressive to say the least.
Can't walk anymore.
Whew. Same. My dogs are barking.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you're safe, Vern. And the catalyst? Do you still have it with you?
Did you ever play Persona 5, Lauren?
Thank goodness.
Do you remember Futaba?
To rescue Lyria from Avia.
Same voice actor as Catalina. Or shares, share, yeah, shares the same voice.
How do we find Lyria when we don't even know where to look?
Yep.
I've got that covered. I discovered where the red ship is going.
Whoa. Did you really?
Mm-hmm. Yes, really. They're heading to a place called Fondel, the Scarred Isles.
Roland's a new character to this.
Beneath the land. Not exactly what I'd call an ideal vacation spot.
It almost sounds like a volcano. Why would they go there?
I'll explain on the ship. Come, back to the Grand Cipher.
Hey, folks. Sorry to butt in. Me and the boys are gonna park ourselves right here. If you come across any security folks while you're out there, come see us again. We're chasing some great items for them.
Hope you give us the VIP treatment.
You got cheap, don't you?
I've completed. This is my like third island.
But if you really need me, just call. I'll come around. In the meantime, try not to kick the bucket. Got it?
Oh, remember I was talking about Fairy? And I sent you that photo. Look. You'll see it here in a second on the stream. Yeah, she's fun to play as too, man. So she uses her whip and she builds her specials up. And once you get all three, if you hold triangle, she'll do her fast whip where she basically creates this AoE all around herself that she's whipping at like the speed of sound. And depending on how many summons you have, they'll be bouncing around with them. And then when you let go, they'll all shoot and fly at the enemy. And then her specials build up summons too. They'll either give you one or two stacks of them. Um, if you do a link charge, it'll immediately give you three stacks, which a lot of times, if you do proper combos, you'll get a link right at the end of it. So you'll basically be able to launch your supers out, your summons out, do the link, and then launch them back out again. And when you hold her square down, she'll do a bunch of whips, but she'll do a charge, and then she'll hit super hard, and one of the summons will fly out with it, and then you get that summon. So there's a lot of like kind of summon build up and then release, summon build up, release, and depending on how the combos and stuff goes, pretty cool. But one of the things I really like about this is there is a weapon glamour system to this. So, say you have a particular weapon that you've built really well, but you're working on another one that maybe has some better stats, but you don't like the way that it looks, you can make that weapon look like the other one. And it also shows up in pre-rendered cutscenes what weapon you have. And it obviously shows up in the regular cutscenes, and then there's different, depending on which version of it you get, they have different color combinations that you can unlock. Like in a fighter. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm hoping they add Narmaya's butterfly skin, but... And then there's different skills, so there's different ways that you can build your characters. So, like, you only have 4 skill slots, but I have more than 4 skills unlocked. I have 5 on Narmaya. I think Gran I have 6. So you can build your characters to be more supportive, you can build them to be more defensive, more offensive, give them some heals to make them a little bit more of a healer. So there's a lot of different ways that you can build your characters. And there's different bosses, and the different bosses have different elemental weaknesses or will be built to be like killed in a particular way. And so you can pre-save. Each character has 12 pre-saves for a build. And then there's also 12 team pre-builds that you can do where you can save to them and swap between the different builds of characters that you have. But one of the things that's going to be really cool that I'm looking forward to is once we finish story, we're going to basically have everything unlocked. But then we're going to be able to go and start doing the missions. And the missions range from defense missions to boss missions to exploration missions to horde missions. They have raids. So they have like a bunch of different things that you can do, and all of that is multiplayer. And you can play up to 4-player multiplayer on all of the missions. So that's why Sid, Belial, and I, and then my buddy Jimmy, we're all going to be playing this like every Tuesday, almost like a Final Fantasy thing where like you get together and do shit. We're going to do that, but with this game. Every Tuesday we're going to be sitting and playing it. But on Mondays though, community night starts at 8. So are you in California? So it would be 5 o'clock your time. We'll be in here basically every Monday night. If you want to play Final Fantasy Versus, I'll be in here to play that. If you want to, Yeah, sorry, Granblue Versus. I'll be here to play that. If you want to play Final Fantasy 14, we'll be in here to do that. If there's a show or a movie you want to watch, just throw it on the event calendar because you'll have the ability to do events. And then that's why I was like, hey, do you have your notifications on? Because we want to at people when we're going to do movie nights and stuff, just so you know that it's going on. But most of the time on Monday night, we're going to be doing something. And if we don't have anything that we're doing, we'll usually just kind of get together and just play games or what have you. We might all be doing different things, but just a night to come together and hang out. So, plus, but it'd be fun to play Versus with you. I've been trying to get more people to play that. Yeah. One of the really fulfilling things about this game is just being able to physically walk around the Grand Cipher.
You never know.
So if you're still on my stream, I'm walking around it right now. And there's been a few times we've done fights like on the hull. One of the first fights you do is you have to something happens and you fight a primal and he's fucking just shredding the fucking deck up. There's been fights where it's between ships and you're fighting on the Grand Cipher and then the ship will come up and ram the side and you have to run across to the other ship and disassemble the ship and then it breaks off and you have to hurry back to the Grand Cipher or else you'll fall down with that ship. The game's fucking dope. It's so good.
Now that the catalyst is ours, it's just a matter of time before we get our Lyria back.
With the catalyst in our hands, we board the Grand Cipher to go after Avia.
Yeah, it needs more love. It really does.
Hop, step, and a flight away.
I saw the value of it when the original Versus came out. And not a lot of people had at that point. And then they kind of kept giving it some love. And I was like, huh, okay. And then they started announcing rollback netcode for a lot of the fighting games that are made by the company that makes the fighting game for Granblue, because they do Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear as well, and they did Dragon Ball Z Fighters, and they started announcing rollback netcode for all of those games, and they hadn't announced rollback netcode for the original Versus yet. And John was like, it's never gonna happen. I'm like, yeah, it is, man. Like it's happening. There's still been love for this game. And then they did like a sudden survey of, hey, if we were to add more characters to Versus, and they hadn't had any characters in like a year or so. Like it had been a while when they did this. They're like, we haven't. If we add more characters to Versus, what would you guys like to see? And so they just did a survey, and everybody answered who their like top 3 favorites from the series would be. Sendolphin was everybody's favorite in every nation but one. He was number 1, which they still have not added him, so he'll probably come at some point though. But then they had shown some stuff for Relink and a few things here or there, and then they just kind of did a new trailer, and it was a lot of newer stuff. The graphics got suddenly better, and they were basically like, yeah, it wasn't really where we wanted it to be, so we're kind of rebuilding it, and we're going to make it better. And so they said we're still pushing forward for it, and they they turned it into what it is now, and it's fucking nuts. It's because, like I said, I think it was just supposed to be like a Monster Hunter type deal, like missions, just the mission part, and they've gone and done so much more with it.
Hits the sky. Rivers of fire flow
And it's
down.
original characters and stuff too, which is
Perfect
cool.
stage for a fateful showdown.
And none of them suck. Like,
First,
I
really
hate when
need to get out of
they
here.
make original characters for the game and they're all really bad. Like, all of these ones have been pretty nice.
Red ship shouldn't see us from here. We'll hit him before they know we're
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who saw that big-ass fire geyser, right?
I am now in the fire area.
Only a primal could pull that off.
Friday. It's the first.
Then it's clear that's where they've taken Lyria. Prepare for take.
Thursday, I'm sorry, yeah.
What now?
Yeah, so only a few days.
The volcano is close to erupting.
How are you so calm?
Yeah.
Lava is not how I want to go out. And what about the Grand Cipher?
Yeah, it recommends a 2060. So that's when I was like, ooh. That's for your graphics card. So I was like, oof, yeah, I'm gonna play it on my 5. Oh, yeah, then you should be fine. Sid and I's are like 4 years old, which is the 2060. So we're getting to that point where we're gonna have to get something new here soon, and I'm gonna get her something new before I get myself something new because she uses hers a lot more.
I saw how they handled Excavalion. It could be my best bet going forward. But we'll be stranded here if we lose the ship. It would all be for nothing. All right. I'll take the helm and fly the ship to safety. Once the area's
Oh,
clear,
yeah.
I'll come back to pick you guys up.
Yeah,
Go on ahead.
I think Lilith is hot. Just
Sorry
saying.
for the trouble, Roland. Sure you don't mind?
Not at all. Besides, since when has Mr. Fix-It ever let you down? Before I go, Vern, do you mind showing me the catalyst?
Wait, right now? Sure. No problem.
There, I've activated it. Hold it near Lyria, and it should release the lock on the collar.
And that'll give us a fighting chance. Thanks, Fix-It Dude.
Time to part ways for now. Danger lurks around every corner in this place, so proceed with caution.
Rosaria's starting to get suspicious.
And the Grand Cipher's safe.
Whatever.
Come on, everyone. We need to hurry.
Rosetta's starting to pick up on what I was saying.
I'm sorry, Skyfarers. Lilith was my responsibility.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he's who he also voices in Versus,
Soon you'll be safe in my arms again.
but I don't know enough about his character. All right, I'm gonna save. I gotta go to bed. It's getting late, and I have to do that. I gotta do that report real quick before I go to bed too, for work tomorrow morning. System, game options, no? Oh, it's not going to let me save here. I'm going to have to return to town.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed here myself. All right, man. I'll catch you. Bye bye.